my name is Amrita and welcome to my YouTube channel Beyond the Horizon. In today's video, we are going to do a bookshelf tour. So this is my bookshelf. As you can see, the design is quite different from normal bookshelves. Normal bookshelves have a straight plank. In this bookshelf, what we have done is we've installed diamond blocks. That is the design. This offers a lot more storage and it looks much better. So the perk of having diamond blocks design, this diamond blocks design, is that you can keep two layers of books. If it's a normal bookshelf with straight planks, you can just keep one layer of books, and even if you have space to keep two layers of books, you won't be able to see what's behind. So the perk here is that I can see what's behind because the books are not covering it up, so there's twice as much storage and there's visibility of the books that are behind. So I guess you can note from the layout of this bookshelf that it's not based on genre that I've kept the books, it's a color basis. Here there's red going on to orange, and there's a bit more lighter shade there. Here there's blue, there's green. It's a combo, a sort of combo of colors, a mixture of colors that I've done. It's not exactly the most efficient, but it looks really good and it gives me motivation to read. And yes, there are about 350 books in here. I have books from about 3 to 4 languages. I have English books, Hindi, Tamil and Malayalam. So I have 4 languages of books, and we have lots of dictionaries. I have included those too because there are so many dictionaries, and it's not just like normal dictionaries, just word and this stuff. There's a lot more descriptive dictionaries and a lot more college-based dictionaries. Well, a lot more scientific dictionaries and lots of dictionaries basically. I will put timestamps in the description so you can go and click on whichever part you want to watch. The majority of the books that I have here are English fictional novels, and I do have a bit of non-fiction, but a lot of them are old books. Actually, a lot of them that I do have here are old books. A lot of them are from my grandfather's collection. So there are a few really old books which I will also be showing. Another thing is that all of these shelves are covered with glass doors so that they don't get dusty. So these are the glass doors. I've opened them up so that there's not much glare. So let's get into discussing the books. Let's start with this shelf. This is a red shelf. Here, as you can see, I've kept these pair of glasses. These are my grandfather's glasses. I've kept them here mainly because he really inspired me to read. So, and a lot of the books here are his. So I've kept them here. Here I've kept an English sort of dictionary slash learning thing. This is very helpful if you want to learn English, because it's not unlike other English dictionaries and things. This book has helped me a lot, and it's really innovative and very easy to understand. So if you want to read a book and learn English, I think this is really helpful. Collins English Learning English Library. It's really nice. Here there are mostly fictional novels. Here I have a book called Monsoon by Wilbur Smith, and which, well, I haven't read because it's so big. It's like this big. I think there are like 1,000 pages or something. I'm not sure. This is a sales coaching book. It's not mine. It's something related to business. I haven't read it. This is Bollywood Boom. It's my sister's book. That also I haven't read. The Gone with the Wind. This book has a very small font and it took me a long time to read it. But well, it's a very controversial book, so I don't know what to say about it exactly. This is another book called 77 Shades of Green. This is actually a very inspirational book. It's this one. It's written by a family friend. He was in the Air Force, and it's his experience and about his life, autobiography. It's a really nice book. This is Grimm's Fairy Tales. I read a lot of fairy tales from this actually. Even though I knew most of the fairy tales, I hadn't actually read it. So I picked this book up when I was in 6th grade and I read about fairy tales. So I think as a, youngster or a teen, it's really a good book to read. Then I have these two books, Ashoka and Rani Lakshmi Bai. These books are amazing, but well, it's not exactly a descriptive book, but it's good for children, and I read it as a child and I really liked it. The next is a book called Bollywood Striptease. I think it's a good book. This is also my sister's. She wants to become an actor, so she reads a lot of such books. Next is An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. I haven't completed this book. I really want to complete it. I have just not gotten around to it. This Love That Feels Right by Ravinder Singh. Next I have Joan of Arc and I have Da Vinci Code. This book of Joan of Arc is quite nice. I like that there are a lot of illustrations and I read it as a kid, so it was nice. And Da Vinci Code, I haven't actually gotten around to reading it. I saw the movie, but I really want to read it, so I will eventually. This is a kids book set which we have. This is like 10 books. These are very small descriptive books about famous people, so it's good for kids. Here are my blue books. I have a lot of blue books here. Again, this is a mix of non-fiction and fiction. This is an autobiography or true the story of my experiences with truth. I haven't actually read it. You will note that a lot. I haven't read a lot of non-fiction books here, but I really want to read this. I have been putting it off for so long. This is Jonathan Livingston Seagull, a really good book. I read it when I was in 6th grade. I used to read a lot then. This is an amazing book, Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma. This is also I haven't read. This is another old book that we have. It is from my grandfather's collection. It's by John Grisham, A Time to Kill. Then there's You're Born an Original. I haven't read this again. It's a self-help book. The Catcher in the Rye. I bought this when I wanted to read a lot of classics. This is You Can Win Again, not read it. It's non-fiction and it's self-help. A book called Letters for All Occasions. It's my mother's book when she was in college, I believe. And then in the back you have Sophie Kinsella's Undomestic Goddess, a really fun book to binge on. This is Bill Bryson's Small Island. I've read half of it. He's really funny. This is Emma. It's an abridged version of Jane Austen's Emma. This is My Big Idea by Rachel Bridge. I haven't completely read it. It's sort of business ideas and stuff. Three Men in a Boat. This I had for my 11th grade. I had to learn this in my English class. I have Shakespeare's Tales here. It says 6 Tales from Shakespeare. I have Paulo Coelho's The Fifth Mountain. I haven't read it. I used to read Paulo Coelho a lot, but I have taken a break from it. I want to get back, but not now probably. Then I have again a book written by a family friend, also self-help. This is another book called How to Travel Light. I started reading it, but I didn't really like it, so I stopped. And this is Danielle Steele's Country. I really like her writing and her stories are really positive and really great to binge on. This is Sudeep Nagarkar. She swiped right into my heart. I really didn't like it and hence I don't have any other Sudeep Nagarkar books with me. This is Santa Montefiero's The Gypsy Madonna. It was nice. Again, good to binge on. This is Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island. I completed this recently actually. I bought it really long ago, but I just completed this. Here I have The Mystery of the Burnt Cottage by N. Litton. I read it when I was really young. Here there's One Indian Girl by Chetan Bhagat. I don't know why. There are a few Chetan Bhagat novels here. I have read a bit of Chetan Bhagat, not a fan. But this one was okay. I Love Mondays by Mala Mary Martina. It talks about a lot of different career options, really fun. Then I have Alchemist. I have 2 of these actually. One was a gift from, I think it was school, I'm not sure. This is the original version of The Alchemist that I had. I like this cover way better. This is the last lecture, Lessons in Living. I started it, I didn't complete it. I got pretty sad. It's like the last few months of a person's life, he starts writing about it. So it's pretty sad. This is yet another one of Paulo Coelho's books, The Valkyries. This is One Half from the East. This is a really nice book. Simple language, fast story. It's based in Afghanistan, I believe. This was pure social media pressure, but I really like this book. Well, it's very straight out, and like unlike other self-help books, it's not like, I don't think it's toxic positivity. It's a lot more curt and very honest. So I really like this book. Then I have Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee. I really wouldn't suggest reading this if you really like To Kill a Mockingbird, because I don't know, my view of To Kill a Mockingbird changed a bit after reading this, so I wouldn't recommend reading it if you really like To Kill a Mockingbird, but it was okay. I really liked To Kill a Mockingbird much more than this. This is a small book, very small book, a very few pages. It's sort of a children's book sort of thing, Tales from Tagore by Rabindranath Tagore. This is a Christmas book. I love Christmas books. They are really like positive, happy vibes and stuff. So I really love this book, and I really love the cover. There's like glitter and stuff. It's by Debbie Macomber. I have yet another love story, binge-worthy stuff. Our Story Ends Here by Sara Naveed. It's also nice. I have another book, I Am Malala, an autobiography by Malala Yousafzai. Here I have Half Girlfriend by Chetan Bhagat. I stopped it halfway. And I have Tell Me a Story by Ravinder Singh. And there's 10 Golden Steps of Life. It's a self-help book. I really don't read a lot of self-help books. Most of these self-help books are not mine. It's my sister's or my mother's. Till the Last Breath by Durjoy Datta. I haven't gotten to read it, and I'm also not very interested in reading it. Then again, it's a friend's copy, my cousin's copy, I think, by Chetan Bhagat. I don't know why I have two renditions of Half Girlfriend, because, well, I didn't like it the first time. This is The Immortals of Maluha. I have started it like 100 times, but I haven't ever gotten to reading it completely. This is Success is Not an Accident. Again, not read it. The Three Musketeers by Alexander Dumas. Classic. Then Anthony Hopkins' Crocodile Tears. I bought it recently, so I haven't read it yet. This is a book, a very old book that I have, Nehru for Children. It's a very old book. Then there's Every Living Thing by James Herriot. These are from the collection of hardcover books that I have. And here I have two dictionaries. One is a Sanskrit to Malayalam dictionary. This is a visual dictionary. I mean, there's a lot of visual representation, and this dictionary is actually pretty interesting. I've actually read a bit of it, even though that makes me sound weird, but I've actually read this a bit. So, I have explained all these shelves. Now, there's this shelf which I am not going to explain, because all of these are like signs, all that stuff from all family members. There's a lot of college guides here. You can see a chemistry guide here. Lots of science stuff, lots of dictionaries, guidebooks, all of that. So that's all here. So I'm not going to discuss that. Here also we have dictionaries. All are dictionaries, except there's like two books, which one of them is Discoveries or 1001 Inventions That Changed the World. I liked reading this. I don't know why. Sometimes when I'm bored, I just browse through it and I read it, and it's very informative. And this is The Time of My Life. Again, I bought this for binge reading when I'm unhappy. I read this kind of stuff and it makes me happy. Books by Cecilia Ahern, books by Danielle Steele and Sophie Kinsella are really good for making you happy when you feel really unhappy. This is also a lot of, again, dictionaries, but here I have a few books other than that. Here there's A Turn in the Road. I showed you a book by Danielle Steele before, Cover Country. It's quite similar to that, but it's a really nice read. I really like this book. Again, happy binge reading. This is also by Cecilia Ahern. Thanks for the Memories. It's a bit cheesy, but I really like it. Then there's, well, I just have one Nicholas Sparks book, A Walk to Remember. I love this book and I really love the movie as well. Then there's The Canterville Ghost. This was for class 11. And then there's Tutankhamun. This was a small guide, a very small guide, but it is very informative even though it's this small. I believe there are pictures and stuff like this. Even though it seems like a child's book, it was really interesting to read as a teenager as well. This was my favorite book series when I was a teenager. I mean, I know, right? Diary of a Wimpy Kid is hilarious. And I only have 2 copies, but I read most of this from libraries and I borrowed it from friends. So that's why I don't have a lot of it here. One of them was actually a gift from my sister. And I loved that gift because I was obsessed with this for a long time. This I kept in the top shelf because most of the books that I read as kids are kept in the top shelf because I don't really read them anymore. So all of them are there. And here I have a lot of old books which I'll show right now. I will show a few of them. I won't be showing all of them because they are in really bad condition. We've tried to maintain them, but they were already pretty worn out after moving so much and everything. And there's Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. I don't know how to pronounce this. I haven't read this either. Most of the old books are really not in a condition to be read, so which is why I haven't read it. I think all of this is this is about every body part apparently. I haven't read this either. It's by Reader's Digest, but it's more of a guide, which is why I haven't read it. So we moved on to the next side. Here I have a lot of yellow/beige color books. I'll start here. This is 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. It's a very small self-help kind of book, not read it. Diary of a Young Girl. I read it in 6th grade. It was so touching. We had a whole chapter on Anne Frank. We were made to see the movie and everything, and it was very touching. And there's K.R. Narayanan's The Guide. This is one of my grandfather's books. And there's The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, I guess. This is more about law of attraction, manifestation and things. Then there's The Timekeeper by Mitch Albom. There's another book of his called Tuesdays with Morrie. That was really nice, which is why I bought this. But I haven't actually gotten around to read it yet. My small little version of The Little Women. It's a very small version. I don't think it has a complete story. I read it a while back. This is another book. This is Shirley by Charlotte Bronte. I haven't read it yet. I bought it recently. This is Mahashweta by Sudha Murthy. This is Dr. Zhivago by Boris Pasternak. The font is really small, as you can see. So I started reading it and I have stopped for now, but I will resume after some time. This is Precious Gifts by Danielle Steele, another Happy Vibes book. The next is the very famous A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. I loved reading it. It was very touching. I got it as a gift from school. The next is a book called The Pilgrimage by Paulo Coelho. I haven't read this either. The next is the autobiography of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Wings of Fire. I read it some time back. This is a book my grandmother got me. This is a book about Chanakya. I really want to read it. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to read it sometime soon. My tripod won't reach the top shelf, so I'm just going to take out the books and show it to you. These are the set of books that I have on the shelf. The first, I think, is an autobiography by a business person called Lee Iacocca. Next, I have To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Then I have Enid Blyton's The Mystery of the Strange Cottage and the biography of Sardar Patel. Then I have a Nancy Drew book. Then I have a book that contains some inspiring thoughts by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Next is a book called What Got You Here Won't Get You There. It's a self-help book. The next is Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson. Next I have The Legend of Lakshmi Prasad written by Twinkle Khanna. I also have a book called Invincible Arjuna written by Debashish Chatterjee. This is What After Money and Fame by Sonia Golani. This is yet another Sudhamurthy's book, Wise and Otherwise. This is another book called Mill Girl. It's about a girl working in a factory in England. There are two books, one about Sony and one about successful marketing. The next is one of my favorite books. It's the autobiography of Michelle Obama. It's Becoming by Michelle Obama. It has these really cool pictures of her life and stuff. So it's really interactive and very fun to read. This is actually one of my most prized possessions. It's a vintage book of Shakespeare's complete works. I think it was published in the 1960s, and it has all the dramas and everything. The font is very small, but overall it's really nice. I love this book. It's what really got me interested in reading Shakespeare. As you can see, there's a lot of information about Shakespeare and his plays in this book. So this is the black/grey shelf. This is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. Jane Austen is actually one of my favorite authors. So I have this and Pride and Prejudice by her, this one. These are my favorite books. And I really love the movies as well. So this is part of my classics collection. I have yet another copy of the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. I think it was a gift. This is Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Then there's this book called Tia. It's sort of an inspirational story. It was very interesting. Then there's Agatha Christie's N or M. This is the first Agatha Christie I've ever read. I want to read more now. This is The Decision Book. It's yet another self-help business-based book. This is a book from the Bone Objective series. I haven't actually read it. I want to read it. And I have another copy of Sherlock Holmes novels and stories. This is the first volume. Next I have Ghost Stories of Shimla Hills by Meenakshi Chaudhary. I was too scared to read this. And then there's Revenge Wears Prada, the sequel of Devil Wears Prada. Next I have Circle of Three by Rohit Gore. Next we have I Bought the Monk's Ferrari by Ravi Subramanian. Next I have a very regretful purchase called The Last Vampire by Christopher Pike. Next I have an amazing book called Fast Cars Fidgety Feet by Rishad Sam Mehta. It's what really got me into travel reading. I really like this book. There are really good pictures and it's very fun to read. Then there's yet another business-based book. And this is the only hardcover book by Daniel Steele that I have. It's Jewels. So, when it's raining here, that's why there's the background sound. This is all the Malayalam books that we own. There's a lot of it here because the books, each one is really small, which is why you probably won't be able to see it, but there's a lot of it here. And I don't read Malayalam because I'm not very well versed in it, so I don't really read Malayalam. So most of these books are read by my mother, grandmother, and a lot of these books are actually my grandfather's. So I try to read them sometimes, but I'm not, the language is quite hard at times when it's written language. So, and it's harder to read. So I don't actually read them. I want to, but I don't. We have a few Vedas and Malayalam books as well. There are some Malayalam children's books here as well. So this was my bookshelf tour. I have about 50 books now, but the aim is 1000 books so that I can fill all of this up. I'm going to buy a few more books from Flipkart. Actually, I've ordered them and I'm going to do a haul. So do subscribe if you want to watch that. And don't forget to press the bell button so that you get notified. A lot of the books that I have read aren't here because I have borrowed a lot of books from my friends and read them, because there are a lot of new books that aren't here. I do keep buying books, but most of the books here, a lot of the books here are quite old. So I borrow books, like I read Hunger Games from borrowing it from a friend, and I borrowed it from a library, and a lot of classics like Wuthering Heights, I read it from the college library. There's this book by Gayatri Devi called A Princess Remembers. I read that also from the library. I'll probably be doing a library vlog as well, so do subscribe. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to comment your thoughts on my bookshelf.